Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message. 2 hours left." Archangel Michael says, "I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. They're setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of. Open it quickly." There is a silent stirring in the heavens, a whisper traveling from throne to throne, echoing through the golden halls of eternity, and that whisper bears your name. There is something unfolding in the invisible, something written before you were even born, and it is being opened right now in the celestial courts. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. What you are going through has not gone unseen. A divine eye has been watching every tear, every thought, every betrayal behind closed doors, every conversation about you when you weren't in the room. There are only 2 hours left. The clock is ticking in the spirit realm. Archangel Michael says, "I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you." They're setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of something that God has anointed you to carry. But heaven says no. Open it quickly. This message was hidden from the eyes of many, but revealed only to the chosen. And today, this message was released only for you. Do not question why your spirit is shaking. Do not doubt why your heart is pounding. There is a reason why you couldn't scroll past this. There is a reason your soul is suddenly awake, like a flame catching fire from the breath of something holy. There are things about to be changed. There are voices gathering in shadows. But they forgot one thing: God is still speaking over you. In the silence of the night, something holy happened. A seal broke open in heaven. A scroll that held your name was unrolled. And on it was written every lie they told, every manipulation planned behind closed doors, every meeting arranged in secret places, and every effort to cancel what God started in you. But a hand descended from the clouds, radiant and full of divine fire, and slammed down upon that scroll, and the whole sky trembled with light. The voice of the Lord boomed across the dimensions, and he said, "This one is mine." You don't know how close they are to making a move. You don't know how near they are to casting a vote in secret against you. But heaven knows. And heaven is intervening. This is why Archangel Michael says, "I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you." There is something being finalized, but God is releasing you into favor that cannot be reversed. What they're trying to take from you, they never gave you. And what God gave you, no meeting, no whisper, no voice of man can remove. They thought you wouldn't find out. They believed it would stay hidden forever. But God sent angels to walk past their gatherings. He sent His Spirit to overhear what was being said in secret places. Every plan is being exposed right now. God says, "This is about you. This message was not written for anyone else but you. You feel the chills rising up your arms, because your spirit already knew this moment was coming. And now that it's here, you are no longer the same. 2 hours left. That is all the time before decisions begin to fall like dominoes. But you are not left unguarded. Archangel Michael has been assigned to stand over you like a wall of fire. Nothing can reach you unless it passes through the authority of the Most High. You are more protected than you know. And while they are setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of a role, a position, an inheritance, or a promise that was divinely placed into your life, heaven is setting up a higher table where your name is being lifted, your record rewritten, and your future preserved. This message is sacred. It is holy ground. It is not for the ears of many. It is for the chosen. For the one whose soul has been aching in silence. For the one who has cried on their pillow while pretending to be strong. For the one who has given and given, only to be whispered about when they left the room. God saw everything. He recorded it all in a divine journal. And now, the pages are turning. Someone you trusted stood in a room and said something they thought you would never find out. They smiled at you, but their heart was somewhere else. But heaven heard it. And even though no one defended you in that room, heaven did. Even though you weren't there to speak for yourself, God spoke. The wind changed direction that day. And everything they thought they could destroy, heaven began to rebuild, stronger than before. This is the season where truth will shout louder than lies. Where everything spoken in secret will be shouted from the rooftops. You are entering a time of uncovering. And while others are gathering to cast their judgment, angels are being sent to cast divine covering over you. You are not alone. Do not panic. Do not fear. You are not late. You are right on time to receive this divine message that was sealed in eternity for this exact moment. 2 hours left. That's all. And when that clock in heaven strikes the prophetic moment, things will begin to unfold. Conversations will begin to shift. People will be exposed by their own mouths. The very ones who tried to paint you in the wrong colors will suddenly find themselves without the brushes to continue the portrait. The truth is rising. It will not be held back. There is someone watching you right now, thinking you're unaware. They believe they can orchestrate a decision that removes you from the table. But what they don't know is that God built the table for you in the presence of those very voices. They can't remove you from what they didn't give you. They can't rewrite what heaven already sealed. You were chosen. You were anointed. You were sent. And no opinion can undo what the Spirit has already written in fire. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. There's a shift about to happen. A door about to close. A trap being disarmed before it even finishes forming. There is a courtroom in heaven where your name is being spoken with honor, not accusation. And though the world may misunderstand you, the kingdom has already declared you worthy. You've had moments of second-guessing yourself, wondering if you're being too paranoid, wondering if maybe you're imagining it all. But you're not. Your spirit wasn't lying to you. That sudden unease, that heaviness in your heart, that intuition that something was off, was heaven's warning. And now you see why. Now you understand. The enemy wasn't after your possessions. It was after your purpose. But that purpose has been sealed again today with a holy fire. You are not losing anything. You are being refined. 2 hours left, and things will move. That's why you must stay quiet for now. Don't speak what heaven is still finishing. Don't reveal what God is still protecting. You're almost through the storm. The moment of clarity is almost here. Just keep holding on. Keep your spirit open. Keep your heart pure. Heaven is moving behind the curtain. There are people who wanted to speak against you, but their mouths are suddenly dry. There are those who plan to remove you, but their plans are being unraveled thread by thread. Heaven is rewriting what they tried to end. You're not being removed. You're being repositioned. Higher than before. Stronger than before. Holier than before. Don't be fooled by their smiles. Don't be shaken by their silence. God already moved before they even sat down to talk about you. And what they don't know is that while they were talking, heaven was listening. And heaven has the final word. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. They're setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of something you were born to carry. But they are too late. You already opened this. You already received the revelation. And now nothing can stop the blessing that is coming for you next. You're not going to be removed. You're going to be remembered. You're not going to be silenced. You're going to be elevated. You're not going to be overlooked. You're going to be crowned. The hour is near. The judgment is already past. And heaven has decided, you are chosen. And what was planned against you has been reversed in the spirit. 2 hours left. But you already have the victory. New, your light would never fade. And now it's shining again. Let it shine. Forever. My child, this message for you is not an ordinary message. It comes in a time where the silence is screaming louder than words, where the nights are not resting you, and the people around you are beginning to whisper in corners you cannot see. There is something being planned, and you can feel it in your spirit. You have been sensing it for days now, haven't you? The strange looks. The paused conversations when you enter the room. The delays. The hesitations. The secrets that press against the back of your neck like invisible hands. And now this is being revealed to you, not through rumors, not through fear, but through divine instruction. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. They're setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of something sacred, something entrusted to you by heaven itself. They believe you are unaware, but you've been watched over. Open this quickly before it's too late. In the realm of eternity, there is no coincidence. Nothing is random. Nothing is by accident. You were chosen for this season. You were not born into this hour by mistake. Something was placed inside you, something holy, something brilliant, something burning like gold that has walked through fire and came out alive. And now, that light has become too bright for those who walk in shadows. They're trying to put a veil over you, to silence what was destined to rise. You must know this before they try to reframe the truth about you. There are only 2 hours left. That's not metaphor. That's a divine countdown. In 2 hours, there will be conversations in rooms you're not invited to. But heaven is inviting you here, now. Before anything happens, this moment was carved into the spirit realm to intercept what they've tried to do behind your back. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not misunderstood in the eyes of God. Every tear you've cried was seen. Every time you felt you were being pushed aside while others were lifted was not unnoticed. There is a time and season for everything under heaven. But now? This is a time of unveiling. You are not just someone passing through, you are someone who carries fire. You carry truth. You carry divine inheritance. There are people who once celebrated you, who now fear what you might become. They were once clapping when you were small, but now that you are expanding, they are shrinking in your presence. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your light started to reveal their lack of sincerity. And now, they're meeting, discussing, plotting how to take you out of what they think you don't deserve. But the heavens have heard it. The sound of their agreement is echoing, and that's why this message has reached you now. The Holy Spirit has been whispering to you. You thought it was just your thoughts. But no. It was guidance. It was protection. You were being led away from certain places, certain texts, certain calls you didn't return. You thought you were just tired, but heaven was putting a pause on communication, because not everyone who calls you friend is speaking blessings over your name when you're not in the room. You have been so strong. You have endured more than anyone knows. They only see the surface, but God saw the late nights, the silent prayers, the moments when you wanted to give up but didn't. You stayed faithful when it was hard. You smiled when your heart was breaking. And now, your loyalty is being honored, even when others are trying to dismiss your calling. Someone you trusted once shared private things about you. Not to heal, but to harm. And the people who heard it nodded, pretended it didn't matter, but they remembered. And now those words are becoming bricks in the conversation they are having about you. You are not paranoid. Your spirit is discerning. There's a reason you've been feeling unsettled. There's a reason sleep hasn't embraced you peacefully. It's because your name is in places your feet haven't walked. But you don't need to be afraid. You don't need to panic. You are surrounded. Heaven is surrounding you. There is a force field of favor around your life. The more they try to erase you, the more heaven writes your name in bold across the spiritual gates of opportunity. What they thought they could take, heaven is multiplying. What they thought they could silence, heaven is about to amplify. What they planned in secret, heaven is revealing in the open. This message is not to scare you, it is to awaken you. Wake up, chosen one. Wake up, beloved. There are people around you that cannot go where you are going. And God is not exposing this to shame them, He's exposing it to free you. Free you from false loyalty. Free you from manipulative kindness. Free you from the emotional cages you've sat in too long out of guilt. Do not apologize for growing. Do not apologize for hearing from God. Do not apologize for outgrowing the people who were only with you when you were unsure of yourself. Now that you are rising, their comfort is threatened. But your rise is not optional anymore. There's a heavenly schedule over your life. A divine alignment. A celestial season shift. You will not be removed from what is rightfully yours. They cannot vote you out of a destiny that was sealed in eternity before your birth. The only meeting that matters is the one where God speaks your name in the chambers of heaven and angels are assigned to walk beside you as you enter into the fullness of who you really are. You've been shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable. That time is over. You've been keeping quiet while others distort your name. That season is over. Now comes the shift. Now comes the rising. Now comes the moment where the tables turn. Someone once said they believed in you, but now they're trying to keep you out of the very thing they encouraged. They've shifted. But your calling hasn't. Their hearts have changed, but your purpose is eternal. And it doesn't matter what they say behind your back, because God is going before you. Do not explain yourself anymore to those who've already made up their minds. You are not here to prove your worth to people who are committed to misunderstanding your soul. You are not here to bow before opinions. You are here to carry light. You are here to break chains. You are here to shift bloodlines. You are here to birth movements. You are here to carry divine fire. You are here to fulfill prophecy. You are here to walk in grace so heavy that even your enemies will be confused by your peace. Let them meet. Let them talk. Let them plan. It will come to nothing. Because this message intercepted it all. And now you are aware. And once you are aware, the enemy's power breaks. Once you see it, you can stop it. Once it's revealed, it loses its mystery. Now you walk with eyes open. Now you walk with your spirit activated. Now you walk not as a victim, but as a vessel of heaven. You have cried enough. You have endured enough. You have waited enough. Now is the time of divine acceleration. Now is the hour of heaven's yes. Now is the release of the thing you thought would never come. The door is opening. The approval is coming. The favor is increasing. The protection is rising like a wall of fire around you. Every whisper of betrayal is becoming a trumpet of blessing. Every lie spoken against you is becoming a ladder to lift you higher. Every delay is becoming a setup for supernatural arrival. They tried to build a table without you. But God is preparing one for you, in the presence of those who doubted you. This message was timed. This moment was appointed. There are only 2 hours left before something shifts in the spiritual atmosphere. You must pray. You must listen. You must guard your spirit. You must stay silent with man, but vocal with God. Because heaven is making moves for you. Things are happening that your eyes cannot see yet, but your soul knows. You are not going to be removed. You are going to be repositioned. Not backwards, but forward. Not away from promise, but directly into it. You are being covered. You are being chosen. You are being called. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. They're setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of something holy. Open it quickly, and now that you have, let your heart rest. Because the meeting may happen, but the outcome has already been settled in heaven. You will not fall. You will not fade. You will not be forgotten. This message for you is sealed with divine fire. You are covered in light. You are surrounded in glory. You are held in hands that never fail. You are about to walk into something you don't have the full words for yet, but your spirit already knows. Prepare. There are only 2 hours left. And then the shift begins. And your name will never be spoken the same again. Your light would never fade. And now it's shining again. Let it shine. Forever. God says, 2 hours left. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this urgently. Don't tell anyone. It's only for you. They're setting up a meeting to discuss your removal of something they should have never touched. Open it quickly, for time is passing and silence will not protect you. In the quiet space where only your spirit and the breath of heaven meet, a message is falling into your heart like holy rain, soft but unstoppable. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, you just have to trust God and pray to Him. There are voices plotting in whispers, steps moving behind closed doors, papers sliding across tables where your name has been mentioned without permission, where your light has disturbed their shadows. But what they fail to understand is that the one they are speaking of is not abandoned. The one they are trying to remove carries the seal of the Most High. And He who formed you in the secret place is watching. This message is for you, yes, you, the one who's been feeling strange pressure, confusion, delays that don't make sense, sudden silence from those who once clung to your light. There is a reason. It is not your fault. It is not your weakness. It is the power of your presence that is disrupting a foundation built on lies. The truth inside you is stirring up rooms that never wanted honesty. That is why they are gathering. That is why Archangel Michael has been weeping and roaring in the spirit, saying, they must not succeed. We must reach them before the hour passes. Finally, God is exposing what has been done in silence. The plans made at night. The fake smiles handed to you. The sabotage behind the curtain. But God is not just exposing others, He is awakening you. You, the chosen, the one who forgot how powerful your birth was. You, the dreamer who was told to shrink. You, the beloved one who was almost convinced to doubt your purpose. You are rising. Not just because it's time, but because the heavens are pushing you forward. The Holy Spirit has hovered around you like fire in the fog, lighting the path though you couldn't see it. There are scrolls in heaven that have your name on them. Promises. Appointments. Seasons. Songs. Relationships. Appointments that no earthly meeting can cancel. What they are discussing is not your removal, it is your elevation masked in drama. They are setting the stage for your coronation and don't even realize it. But still, you must not stay asleep. There are 2 hours left, the moment is fragile, the air is shifting, and Archangel Michael is pleading with you to not waste another second in distraction or delay. He says, this is not the time to explain yourself. This is the time to align yourself. Do not defend. Do not panic. Do not fear. Just obey. Just open. Just receive. This message is not a coincidence. This is your confirmation. The tension you felt, it's real. The weight in the room when you walk in, that's not your imagination. Spirits react to royalty. They tremble when truth walks in disguised in humility. You've been humble for so long they forgot you're a lion. You've been quiet for so long they mistook it for weakness. But heaven knows what's inside you. And heaven is sounding the trumpet. There are angels in position, waiting on your yes. There are doors already cracked open, just waiting for your feet to walk toward them. There are conversations about you in heavenly courts, holy ones, declaring that your time has come. But you must move. You must wake up. You must stop questioning why they left, and start thanking God that He's making room. Their meeting to remove you will turn into the moment God removes them from the influence over your path. Every tear you cried in secret has been bottled. Every night you almost gave up was witnessed by the one who never sleeps. And now your name is being spoken in holy places. Not just whispered in confusion, but declared with reverence. There's something inside you that they could never understand. A frequency only heaven recognizes. That's why you never fit in. That's why it always felt like a battle just to be loved fully. You were never meant to be average. You were set apart. Even now, as your heart pounds and your spirit leaps at these words, know this: it's not emotion, it's confirmation. You are being awakened, stirred, called out. Not called out for punishment, but for purpose. You've outgrown the space they tried to keep you in. And now it's cracking. Let it crack. Let it fall. Let it crumble. Because what God builds next will never shake again. Archangel Michael is watching, sword blazing in the unseen, standing guard around the perimeter of your calling. The enemy has tried to make you think it's too late. That it's over. That you've missed it. But no, this is the moment you were born for. There's still time. Not much, but still time. 2 hours. That's what the Spirit whispered. 2 hours to turn your heart fully. 2 hours to say yes without hesitation. 2 hours to forgive what they did, release what they said, and receive what's been waiting for you to believe again. Breathe deep. Let heaven enter your chest. Let go of the fear. Let go of the pressure. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not cursed. You are chosen, kept, and preserved for such a time as this. And nothing, no meeting, no whisper, no plot, can remove what God has appointed. So trust. Trust like a child who knows their father is good. Trust like a soul who's already seen the end of the story. Trust like someone who knows the angels are near and the victory is sure. God will be with you, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, you are safe, you just have to trust God and pray to Him. This message is for you. And you know it. So stop running. Stop questioning. Stop shrinking. You were made for this moment. You were crafted in the Spirit's fire, sculpted by the voice of eternity. So rise. Open this. Let the next 2 hours be filled with obedience, not fear. And watch as heaven makes a public display of what was hidden for far too long.